Morning, this is Adventure for Life. I'm Joel. It is day 8 and the final day of the Northeast BDR. Da-na-na-na-na. So we're leaving the Rangeley Inn. Nice place to stay. Gonna go get some gas. We're gonna complete the last section. I don't know if it actually is the end of section 7 or if there is a section 8. Doesn't matter. Anyway, riding to Pittsburgh, New Hampshire. So we're in Maine. We're in New Hampshire yesterday, rode over into Maine. We're going to ride through Maine some. Rangeley Crossing. And then we will be riding back into New Hampshire to actually get to the Canadian border. Now the BDR itself ends out in the middle of some lake in New Hampshire, but it's anticlimactic, so we're not doing that. We are going to ride to the actual Canadian border, get a great picture of us at the Canadian border. Cool car, old Chevelle, I think, and then head south after that. Oh, there's the lake. Somebody's got a couple of little float planes right there. Cool. Okay, Rangeley Lakes. Anyway, don't expect rain for the rest of the BDR. I expect it later in the day when we head out, but should be a nice day. It's 54 degrees right now, so it's gonna be a little cooler, but expect it to be just like this the rest of the ride, which is cloudy, overcast, and a mite cool. Okay, again, leaving Rangeley. By the way, we've seen a lot of cool cemeteries on this trip with really old gravestones. Not trying to be morbid or whatever, but anyway, pretty cool. So the pond that we're not going to is called Rhubarb Pond, and anyway, that is the terminus of the Northeast BDR. And again, just for our purposes, there's not much to it, and we prefer to go to, we're going to go by it. We're just not going to get off road and go to it, because it's like an hour off of the road that takes you to the Canadian border, and just from the group's perspective, there's no reason to do that. See you on the trail. Okay, so far it's been a lot of this, which is fine. Nice pine trees, cedar trees, whatever they are, alongside the road. Have passed very few cars this morning. Little mountain crest, all pavement so far. Don't know how much dirt there'll be today. Somewhat less, since we're not going to this Rhubarb Pond. There apparently is some, hilltop, mountaintop, whatever up here too, that's an alternate route that is nice when it's clear. But again, it's heavily overcast, so unfortunately we're going to skip that too, because the guys that have been there said there's just absolutely no reason to go with the overcast skies. So we've gotten off the main road, and we're on this what used to be a paved road, which is no longer. You can see some of the pavement here, but it was paved a long time ago, and it's, woo, yeah, don't go into that hole, I think is what that stick is saying. Do a little bit of change here. Get into the woods. You can even see the, I don't know if, ooh, oh my goodness. That was something else. That was a big sinkhole in the middle of that, road. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I'm filming now. Another big, it's a washout because there's a pipe down there or whatever. Let me just imagine people who are unaware of that riding down through there. I was just getting ready to shift into second gear right before we saw that first sinkhole, and it could have been pretty nasty. Obviously hate to have something happen at all, but you really hate to have something happen on the last day. Well, I put my bike in road mode, thinking there wasn't going to be much of this, but so now I'm back in Enduro Pro mode. Because you need that when your tire gets on loose stuff. That's a little fun. Again, it's funny that this was a paved road. I wonder, it'd be interesting to know when it was paved. Looks like about 80 years ago or something. I said on an earlier video that we were on what I considered to be the worst paved road I had ever been on. I now have to change my perspective, or let me say it a different way. That was the worst paved road I'd ever been on, but this one trumps it. This is it's kind of hilarious. Obviously it's not maintained anymore. That other road was actually supposedly maintained. This one isn't. Anyway, it's been kind of fun. This has been rougher than a lot of the gravel roads we've been on. You can actually see under the clouds some mountains in the distance over there. So we're about 30 miles into the ride today. Most of it's been pavement, but a little more unpaved section. My guess is there's no offense to the people that developed this route, but probably don't have a lot of options. So we're gonna probably be seeing a fair amount as far as unpaved roads. Is probably mostly going to be this kind of stuff, which is nice. Relaxing. Nobody's out here. Little stream there. I don't know if you can see it through the woods, but more of what we've been seeing. But good. So we're riding a touch faster today. We've been doing low 30s on this stuff, and today we're went over that bump, but we're doing whatever 42 right now, so it's a little bit more exciting. We did pass a logging truck just a few miles back. So today's only 65 miles. And we're over halfway through that. It is really pretty in here. We actually saw a tree. We took a short break a few miles back and saw a tree that was already turning. It was already red. So that was kind of cool. A lot of Fraser firs in here. I know that because that's what we buy for Christmas. Anyway, this is going to be a short day from a video standpoint. So we got a little bit of an opening here. You know, you can see the tall hills. Some might call them mountains in the distance. A little bit of a different view. I mean, this is logging country, so I'm guessing they cleared this, you know, 15, 20 years ago and just left it, and that's what we're seeing. We've hit some kind of precipice, so another little, see above the trees for a second at least, and see the next tall hill and a little fog and all that stuff. It is kind of cool. I wouldn't really call it eerie because it's not dark enough, but certainly also they've been doing a lot of logging right here. It's 57 degrees. I put an extra layer on this morning just because, and I'm probably going to be riding in rain later today. So the clouds aren't quite as low in front of us, so you are getting a little bit of mountain in the distance view. Well, I just saw a lake from up above, and then before I could get the camera on, it disappeared below the tree line, so we'll see if I catch it up here. It looks like not. Well, there's the lake straight in front of us. Now you can barely see it, but you got a little bit of mountain in the distance kind of thing. It appears to be clearing up a hair. Okay, so there's the lake again, straight in front of me again. It's right at the tree line, so there we go. A little bit more of it. It's teasing us. It's just teasing us. So we're back on pavement. I believe the pavement's going to take us the rest of the way to the border. We just passed a couple of motorcyclists going the other direction that probably doing the same thing we are. Now, of course, they could be doing the northeast BDR, north to south, but my guess is they just finished. Anyway, it's a nice drive. I expect we'll be there in not too long. Canada, United States boundary, 560 feet. Last turnaround before border. Apparently we're doing a little off-roading here. Anyway, we made it. Here we are. A big building in the middle of nowhere. 4th Connecticut Lake Preserve. So we are in New Hampshire. I'm looking for a sign that says that. George Roberts Park, dedicated September 24th, 1939. I'm going to turn around again because I want to get a picture with my bike in front of the sign. So we'll do that. Okay, we said our sad goodbyes, and we're gonna head toward Lancaster, I think New Hampshire. Oh, there, welcome to New Hampshire. New Hampshire, live free or die. Which is about an hour from here, and then we're going to see what's going on at that point. I think we may either stop by or ride by a lake in a second that I'll take a quick shot of. Okay, this apparently is the spillway that was being discussed, and I'm gonna ride over here and see the lake itself. Now this thing is called the Second Connecticut Lake, which is, first of all, we're in New Hampshire, for goodness sakes, and guess what the name of the other lake is nearby? That would be the First Connecticut Lake. So somebody with a really poor imagination was in charge of lake naming around here. Anyway, not complaining, just making an observation. But there's the damn Second Connecticut Lake. There's the dam, there's the lake, and there is the spillway. Well, the security system at the spillway consisted of that little chain right there. So I decided that I should take a little bit closer look. And this is a little, you know, it's a little, oh my goodness, it's a little scary up here because I'm above the spillway, and if you see, the dam is actually some boards, for goodness sakes, at the top of the concrete, and then they've got some kind of other spillway thing over there. Anyway, this is kind of neat. Connecticut Lake number 2. That says 60, oh, it looks like 63, 68. So is it really 68 feet deep right here? I don't see how, because that only looks like it's about 30 feet down, but you know. Okay, unexpected. Cool thing to do. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but I'm at 12,999. We just left the Connecticut Lake number 2 spillway, and I'm going to let this roll, and I hope you can see me rolling over to 13,000. Not that that's all that dramatic, but you know, I bought the bike in July of last year. I ordered it in October of the prior year, and it took 9 months for them to deliver it because that was during COVID. And so in a 14-month time period, I put 13,000 miles on it, and then I got another probably 1,500 to go. There you go, 13,000 right there. Anyway, I got another 1,500 to get back, so you know, my goal was to put 10,000 miles a year on it, and I'm at least on that pace. You've come over the rise, and you can kind of see the lake out there, and there actually are. I'm looking out over the mountains, and you can start to see a little bit of color. Again, we're awfully far north, so fall comes early, but need to wait another month. Okay, I can't believe it, but I just saw a sign for First Lake. So this is the First Connecticut Lake. Again, you know, not sure who was in charge of naming, but they should have hired somebody else. But cool place though. I mean, it's pretty down here, obviously, and just have a little fun.